It is up, it is back, it is gone, Marge!
See ya! Grand slam!
And it's gone!
Look at this, he got him.
They did it again! Can you believe it? This team.
This is Across the Association. Hey everybody, thank you so much for taking the time to tune in today. I'm Alex Bastiavansky. There's so much good stuff coming for you on the program today. Later on, we're going to take a look at the Kane County Cougars in our Team Spotlight segment, who are playing their inaugural American Association season this year. But first, let's get up to speed on what happened last week with the ATA 180. And this segment is brought to you by Rawlings. Rawlings is, of course, the official baseball of the American Association. And joining me today for the 180 is Denning Gehrig, broadcaster for the Cleburne Railroaders. Denning, first of all, thanks so much for taking the time today to join us. And also, man, I just wanted to say it must feel so great for you being able to get back out there once again and cover your beloved Railroaders after missing out on last season.
Yeah, Alex, thanks for having me first off. And you're absolutely right. With 2020 missing out here down in Cleburne, it just feels like there's a sense of normalcy back at the ballpark again. And just being able to go through the routines that is professional baseball has been really gratifying for everyone involved down here.
Well, we're going to start today with a look at the team that you cover every day, the Cleburne Railroaders. Just talk about the team and the start they've had so far this season.
Some good and some bad. I think we've been very pleased with what we've got from the lineup so far. We feel like it's 9 hitters who can give us a chance to win every single night. The pitching staff has been kind of decimated by guys getting their contracts transferred, and so we've been patching holes through the first couple weeks. But Josh Robertson and Mike Jeffcoat are always so good at kind of finding those guys who can fill in. So we feel like we're in a pretty good spot.
Well, Denning, Michael Marriott was named the Point Streak Pitcher of the Week for Week 2 in the AAPB, and he just put up some outstanding numbers. He's really been the ace of your staff so far this season, hasn't he?
Yeah, Alex, he's been so good that, in fact, he just got his contract transferred to the Cincinnati Reds organization, and really no more deserving of a guy than Marriott. He's done everything that we've asked him to do over the course of 3 starts down here in Cleburne, and not only showcased some really impressive stuff, but just also had this kind of innate ability to really buckle down when the situation required it. So he was a veteran in the clubhouse. He's going to be a tough piece to try to replace, but we're happy for him moving on.
Yeah, well, switching to another team now, I just wanted to get your take on the Winnipeg Goldeyes, who are traditionally, of course, a powerhouse team in the AAPB. Not really off to the greatest start this season so far. However, of course, they're being forced to play all their games south of the border due to COVID-19 restrictions up in Canada. What's your take on the Goldeyes so far, and how much do you think them playing all their games away from home has factored into their record so far?
Yeah, I don't see a way that the home situation hasn't affected them. And, you know, if there's anyone that could get that ship turned around, it's Rick Forney, just judging by his track record. And one other thing to note, I would say, is that oftentimes in the American Association, the team that wins the championship in mid-September is very rarely the same team that is on the field in early June. So there's plenty of time to make adjustments, plenty of time to kind of overhaul that roster. And Rick has always been so good at doing that.
Denning, a player that's really caught my attention recently, and I'm sure yours as well, as a guy you just played recently when you took on Kansas City last weekend, Ryan Grochon, who had a pretty slow start to the season but has just been on fire lately. Tell us a bit more about the man from Scottsdale, Arizona, and his performance this season.
The highest compliment I can pay is that he's just a really tough hitter to pitch to. I was talking with Brad yesterday, and the swing and the setup kind of reminds me of Cody Bellinger a little bit. He's a tall, angular guy, left-handed hitter, upright stance, and his barrel just stays in the zone a long time. He's really tough to attack because even when he's fooled, it just shows the depth of that Kansas City lineup that he is batting down towards the bottom of the order as such an accomplished hitter.
And unfortunately, that buzzer means we are out of time. But Denning, thank you so much for taking the time today, lending your expertise, and we'll certainly do it again soon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alex. Appreciate it.
Okay, let's check out some other news and notes from across the association. And Chicago's Jake Dahlberg had a fantastic week for the Dogs as he was just mowing them down. A pretty cool sequence here as he had the Winnipeg Goldeyes batters baffled in week 3. 8 strikeouts in just 7 innings pitched for the Wieners and didn't allow a single run in the process. The Sioux Falls Canaries continue to surprise and impress observers. They sit second in the South Division behind Sioux City. A little extra from the 180 here as Denning Gary chimes in with his thoughts on the Canaries' performance so far this year.
If you would have taken a straw poll from around the American Association before the year started, most people probably would have had them fighting for middle of the pack in the South Division, but I've been really impressed with what Mike Meyer has done up there. It's a scrappy lineup. Every report that I've gotten says that they are just tough outs 1 through 9, and that pitching staff has really come together nicely.
The Gary South Shore Railcats have served notice they'll be a competitive squad this season, and one of their hallmarks will be defense. As Chicago found out the hard way last week, the Cats were just going full tilt to get the outs, and they've won 6 of their last 8 actually heading into week 4 of play. And finally, the Houston Apollos have had a bit of a rough start to the season, but the travel team managed to pick up its 3rd win of the year in week 3, taking down a very strong Sioux Falls club in the process, 12-11 in a shootout on June 5th. Okay, the peak performers now. And this segment is brought to you by Zephyr Headwear. Zephyr is the preferred on-field cap of the American Association.
Now the 2-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And there it is. Number 702. The Gov has become the king. The American Association's all-time strikeout leader.
And Kevin McGovern is the strikeout king of the AAPB. He picked up his 702nd career K last week, setting the all-time league record. In the process, picked up the Pitcher of the Week award. His 2nd time in just 3 weeks he's won it this year. Congratulations, Kevin, on the honor. David Washington of Milwaukee took home the Batter of the Week award for good reason. He was on an absolute tear in week 3, and he shot up to the top of the league in both home runs and runs batted in. Here's a look at the stats from week 3. Monstrous. 542 he batted. 5 home runs, 12 ribbies. Yeah, big week for David. Okay, coming up next in our team spotlight, we look at the Kane County Cougars. More across the association coming back in just a moment.
What's up, baseball fans? I'm Carter Waddell, your new insider for American Association Baseball. I'll be taking you through all the heart-pounding plays, all the down-to-the-wire pennant races, all the must-see moments. Check out highlights from all the action each and every day from across the American Association on our social media platforms. And don't miss American Association Now on Facebook Live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3:30 p.m. We'll have highlights, we'll have news, we'll have player interviews, everything you need to stay on top of this outstanding league in 2021. For more, go to aabaseball.com. I'm Carter Waddell for the American Association, where we play to win.
And welcome back to Across the Association. The Kane County Cougars are the newest American Association team, having made their debut this season, but the history of the club is a long and storied one, going all the way back to 1991, with dozens of future major leaguers having played for the team over the years. And we take a closer look at the Cats now, and this week's Team Spotlight. And this segment is brought to you by Rapsodo. Rapsodo is the official technology partner of the American Association. There's been plenty of excitement in Kane County this season, as the Cougars have become the newest member club of the American Association.
He drives this one to left. hits the scoreboard, and the Cougars are back on top.
Previously the single A affiliate of the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Cats organization felt the American Association was the right fit.
Yeah, we're really excited for this first season in the American Association. It's going to be a quality of baseball for our fans. You know, when we were at the low A level, our players were 18 to 20 years old. They were really young, immature, and now we're looking at a quality of ball player, 24, 25 years old. Many of them have already made it up to the AAA level, and they're coming back for one more chance to try to make it to the big show.
The Kane County edition, they bring a lot of lineage and a lot of history and a lot of great business success.
Lineage, history, success. The Kane County Cougars organization was originally founded back in 1991. Since that time, the Cats have seen incredible success, not only in terms of winning, but also player development. Just a quick look at the team's list of alumni that went on to the major leagues is enough to make your head spin. And some of those names were among the most dominant players of their generation.
That brick too. That's a good point. That ball's hammered deep to right field. Way back and gone. Miguel Cabrera has gone deep the other way.
It's really cool. And walking into the ballpark, they have an atrium, and they've got trophy cases and plaques, and seeing the framed photos of some of their top alumni is really cool. Miguel Cabrera, Josh Beckett, Dontrell Willis, Kyle Schwarber. My personal favorite as a White Sox fan is Scott Podsednik, who was a stud on the 05 World Series team. So, yeah, they've got some horses that played for the Cougars.
The Cougars played in the Midwest League up until 2020, winning 5 division championships and 2 league titles in 2001 and 2014.
Yeah, I mean, their track record speaks for itself as an affiliated club. Their ballpark is beautiful. Their attendance numbers have historically been very strong.
If fans haven't seen the stadium in Kane County, it is an awesome experience. It's a theater for baseball.
Ah, yes, the stadium experience. Cougars fans come out in droves to support their club. Game days often have a carnival atmosphere.
They draw really well, and I think when opposing teams come in, you'll see a good crowd, you'll get the good atmosphere, and you'll feel like you're in a place that gives a little bit of a punch, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, we're so proud of our ballpark, and we're blessed with great demographics being in the western suburbs of Chicago. We have a very active fan base because, we look at it as they're not just coming to a minor league baseball game, they're coming to get experience of entertainment. And it starts with being greeted when you drive into the parking lot, to the ticket takers, to the usher, to the food. And we want to try to have something for everyone. And we've really tried to do that. For the baseball fanatic, we're going to give them a great quality of baseball. But there's younger kids that would just want to spend time in the kids zone. We got a whole new set of inflatables out there in the kids zone, and we have great seating in 4 corners, top seating behind home plate for people that want to go on a date or just do a little bit of business. And so we've tried to structure this thing so no matter who you are, how old or how young, you have something fun to do.
For its first season in the American Association, the Cougars, if you'll pardon the pun, hit it out of the park when it came to hiring their new manager, a man who's a legend in the AAPB.
I think the strength of the ball club is the manager. We were so blessed and so fortunate to be able to land George Samus, who formerly was with the St. Paul Saints, and a career leader in wins, and the guy just gets it. He's just a quality individual.
George Samus was with St. Paul for 18 years. He won 2 championships. Like, he's been there, done that. He has relationships in and out of the league. And I think early on with some of Kane County's early success, you saw a little bit of a result of having a steady hand like that.
You add in the fact that they had a very compressed time frame to build that roster. It was a relatively late announcement that they'd be joining the league. So they did not have as much time as the other American Association clubs. The fact that they're off to such a good start really speaks to how good George is at putting that club together.
2-0 is smacked. High to left field. Bird is back. And it's a walk-off home run. First walk-off homer of the year, B.J. Lopez saves the day.
The Cougars knew their first season in the AAPB wouldn't be a walk in the park. But through 3 weeks of play, the team has won as many games as it's lost, and already has racked up a 6-game winning streak. As with any new team, the more time it spends together, the more players bond and become familiar with each other. Things should only get better. After all, being a Cougar comes with big expectations. There's a tradition of success to live up to in Kane County.
I mean, our expectations this season are the same as the expectations we've had for the 31 seasons before it in Kane County. You know, we expect to put a quality product on the field. And more importantly, we expect to make the playoffs. Then when you have the great leadership that we have under our manager, you know, anything can happen. And so our expectations are very high. We expect to make the playoffs and have a good run in the playoffs.
Okay, time for the fan question now. And this segment is brought to you by Baseballism, the official apparel partner of the American Association.
He stays on the bench, and the 0-1, that's hit in the air to right field. This ball is gone. A big swing for Noah Vaughn, his first homer of the year.
Noah Vaughn has been a big contributor for Cleburne this season, as the New Look Railroaders will be pushing all season long for a playoff spot in the South Division. Here's what a fan from Texas sent in for Noah.
Hey Noah, it's Brendan, and I was wondering what your favorite memory about playing baseball in Texas is.
Hey Brendan, it's Noah Vaughn from the Railroaders. My favorite memory of playing baseball in Texas has to be my junior year of college at UT Arlington. When we were playing Georgia State in the conference opener, I hit a walk-off home run to secure the sweep against Georgia State, and that was just an unbelievable memory. Just getting to toss the helmet at home plate with the rest of my team, just going crazy. That was by far my favorite memory of playing ball in Texas. Thanks for the great question.
By the way, on the left, that's Ricky Wild Thing Vaughn from the movie Major League. On the right is Noah Vaughn. Are they both part of the Vaughn baseball dynasty? Long lost family members, perhaps? They got similar taste in eyewear. Just saying. Anyway, remember fans, you too can win free stuff. Record a question for your favorite player or team, send it in to the league, and if we feature your question, you'll not only appear on the show, but you'll win free stuff. An American Association prize pack. It's open to everyone, young and old. Be on the show, win free stuff. It's a win. Okay, coming up next, it's our alumni update plus the plays of the week. More across the association coming back in just a moment.
What's up, baseball fans? I'm Carter Waddell, your new insider for American Association Baseball. And I'll be taking you through all the heart-pounding plays, all the down-to-the-wire pennant races, all the must-see moments. Check out highlights from all the action each and every day from across the American Association on our social media platforms. And don't miss American Association Now on Facebook Live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3:30 p.m. We'll have highlights, we'll have news, we'll have player interviews, everything you need to stay on top of this outstanding league in 2021. For more, go to aabaseball.com. I'm Carter Waddell for the American Association, where we play to win.
Hey folks, welcome back to ATA. You know, the AAPB just continues to pump out major league caliber talent year in, year out. In our alumni update this week, we're going to take a look at a couple of players, including one that made the jump directly to the big leagues after playing with the Milwaukee Milkmen last year. The alumni update is brought to you by Rebus Technology, the official team store of the American Association.
Kicks and fires the 1-2, waved at and missed.
Terrific breaking pitch.
That's the kind of juice that Anthony Bender had last year with Milwaukee in the AAPB. The righty was part of the Milkmen championship team, and this season, Bender has made the direct leap all the way to the Miami Marlins in the big leagues, where he's just been mowing down opposing batters and looks like a serious find for the Fish. As we take a look at his stats last year with Milwaukee, 25 Ks in just over 21 innings pitched. He was a 20th round pick of KC in the 2016 Major League Draft. Ian McKinney was throwing heat for the Sioux City Explorers last season, and this year finds him excelling for the Arkansas Travelers, an affiliate of the Seattle Mariners. And he was actually just named the AA Central's Pitcher of the Month for May. Over 4 starts, he had a 1.17 ERA with 2 wins and no losses. There's his Explorers stats. Stellar. And he was drafted by St. Louis, actually, in the 2013 Major League Draft. Okay, let's take a quick look at the league leaders then, starting with the hitting leaders. And just a reminder, of course, AABaseball.com is the place to go for all the up-to-date statistics from around the league. There's a look at your pitching leaders. Eichel Marriott, exceptional. He just got picked up by the Cincinnati Reds organization, but he was great this year. And the standings, Fargo Moorhead on top in the north, and the Sioux City Explorers leading the way right now in the South Division. Okay, a look at the plays of the week. And this segment is brought to you by Vimeo. Vimeo is the official streaming partner of the American Association.
Coronas with the pitch, and Clayton blasts one to left. Could he have done it? He has! Hunter Clannon walks it off.
I talk about up here. This one served and a diving catch. There's Grant K like Superman. Awesome, it's just straight. Here's a high drive for Metzger. Left center field. To the wall and a leaping catch for Nikola Vasic. He knocks it to center. It's shallow, could land. And there's the shortstop, Van Martyr.
Kelly swings up the end of his stick, sends a fly ball high, deep right field. Marge track it down. Dylan Kelly off the light pole in right center field.
There's a line drive out to center. Logan landed. Laid out. What a play! Defense cleaner than a Kids Bop CD full of Cardi B songs.
Here's one high out toward right field. At the warning track. At the wall. That ball's gone. Home run Hill. See you later.
Lifted deep into left field. Gonna watch it go. Hill says see ya. How's that for doing something? Grant K puts the Dogs ahead, 9-8 Chicago.
2-0 is smacked. High to left field. Bird is back. And it's a walk-off home run.
Checks the runner to pitch. Swung on and belted high in the air to deep right center field. It is up, it is back, it is long gone. Marge struck it down. A 2-run tape measure blast off the bat of Silviano.
Now the 1-1. A tough play. Roman has it. The spin, the throw. Are you kidding me? Maurice Roman, a defensive wizard tonight.
2. Line drive, shallow left. Poe with a leaping snag.
Zimmerman swings and sends a fly ball hit high in the air, deep to right field, and Marge struck it down. Will the Thrill has done it again.
Coach ain't happy.
And I think he was looking to get tossed. And
He
now
tossed
he has been
himself.
tossed. Yep.
Oh, here we go. This is vintage.
Oh boy.
Butch Hobson, ladies and gentlemen.
And the 18-inch pizza for half off. Silviano swings and launches the ball high in the air to center. One of the deepest balls ever hit at Newman Outdoor Field. John Silviano just took one over the batter's eye. Marge, get in a car and track that down.
The 3-1. It's a drive. Deep to left field. Way back. It is gone! Walk-off home run. The Railroaders win it 5-3.
He drives this one to left, towards the scoreboard, and the Cougars are back on top.
Now the two-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And there it is. Number 702. The Gov has become the king. The American Association's all-time strikeout leader, Kevin McGovern. 702 strikeouts. They will retire the ball. And a class act by the folks here in Kane County announcing that Kevin McGovern has become the American Association all-time strikeout leader. 702.
Love those plays of the week. Okay, that is all the time we've got for this episode, but just a reminder, there are so many different avenues for you to get your fill of American Association baseball. Be sure to check out all of the league's social media outlets. Thank you so much for watching, folks. I'll see you next week.